Today we're looking at Race to the Top. Battle your way to victory using some key nations featured in UCL to reward all tradables. So you get yourself, win one game and get yourself a lone RTTK pack. Then we get ourselves 2 wins as a 75 plus, 3 wins, 75 plus, 4 wins, and then a mega pack overall. So what you need to do is, you need to win with players from England, Spain, and France. So let's have a look what we need here in this game mode. So as we have a look for it here, Race to the Top. Nations and countries at max 3. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can use one loan. And I hate to be that guy, but we're going to be using a lot of, seeing a lot of Mbappe. Basically, I didn't want to say it. I've said it. I apologise in advance. So we need to get ourselves to Spain. So here's the team with Spain, England, and France. You can have one of each. It doesn't matter. And we have got ourselves a lone Mbappe if we want to be that person. I'm probably going to swap Morales out and put Mbappe straight on. So we'll show you how the custom tactics and formation works. So you're going to go to the tab here, pressing LT or L2. Select any one of these. Go to 4-1-2-1-2. And we're going to look for balanced, width 70, depth 32, build-up play balanced, chance creation, direct passing, width 70, 7 players in the box, 2 on corners, 2 on free kicks. But if you find yourself being countered attack a lot, you can switch that down to 1. In terms of formation, this is what you're looking for. So you want to have your second or most attacking player is a midfielder at the cam situation. Your second most attacking midfielder, right centre mid. Your CDM is your most defensive midfielder, and your left CM is going to be your second most defensive. So in our case, this is it here, there, and here. Ras is going to come off for, obviously, Mbappe, and then our defenders are just our defenders. In terms of instructions, it's going to be default, getting behind, default, stay forward. This one's going to be all on default, so nice and easy there. Our second cam is going to be default as well. And our right centre mid is going to be get forward, default, 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 default. This being because our left striker is going to stay on the last man the entire game. Even in defence, he's going to sit there and wait. Whereas these 3 players here, your right striker, your cam, and right centre mid, are going to rotate round in a triangle, giving you an option of 4 of attacking every time. Your left centre mid is going to be stay back while attacking, default, 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 and default. And your CDM is default, stay back while attacking, default, cover centre, and default. And the reason being is, when you don't have the ball, to your left centre mid and your CDM will sit in the middle. Your cam will go to left mid and your right centre mid will go to right mid, making it a 4-4-2 flat. Doesn't matter that it's Henderson there. It's just to basically defend that. As soon as you win the ball back, they snap straight away back into 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and your striker will be sitting on the last man, and these 3 players will move straight away into attack. Your left back and right back, and this is where it gets interesting. Stay back while attacking and overlap, and the other one being stay back while attacking and overlap. And the reason being is if your opponent has a corner, your keeper will save it, and your 2 left back and your right back will start moving up the pitch. You can play the ball out, and then you can obviously go straight into your attack. So you can have 4 people attacking on your right-hand side, or 1 person on the left, and the 4 people on the right-hand side attacking as well. That being said, I'm going to go show you how this works in a game now. And as you can see, with this game mode, you're going to need to win 4 out of 20, and then that's it. There's only 1 week with 20. You can't play anymore. So really important that you get these tactics knuckled down and ready to play. So let's go and have a look what our opponent's team is. And we're going to explain how to activate the formation as well, and tactics that we've just set up, and be ready to move into the game. So let's see what our opponent's team is now. So our opponent's team is going to be lone Mbappe, which I expected, and that is why we kept him on the bench. So the first thing we're going to do is whoever has kickoff, it doesn't matter. Hopefully we have it so I can explain. So I've double tapped, as you can see now, it's popped up on the screen saying defensive. That means now everybody's moved into the formation I've suggested, and we are going to go and move Mbappe forward. I'm going to switch these over, and we're going to leave these 2 over like that as well. So now we've brought our Mbappe on, and Morales, who had no chemistry, has now been taken off. And let's just get underway. I'm going to show you how it works in defense, and then once we start getting towards goal, we'll show a couple attacks, and I'll show the goals. And hopefully the win if it doesn't take too long and the guy doesn't pass it around the back. And it's just going to be that straightforward. A bit lucky. So now we've won the ball, our players should start moving. So Morales goes into there. Henderson. Ben Yedder on our last man. Just going to play a through ball. We're going to hold out, wait for the other players to turn up. Tolisso finds Tuchemeni. We got the long switch over the top that I mentioned. Our right back pushing up. And Diaby here on the space. Cuts in. Looking for that. And then Ben Yedder on the last man just here. Play it in as a poor pass. Unfortunately, you can see there with Ben Yedder sitting on that last man. And now into our defence. Just going to play it nice and slow with Tuchemeni as our CDM. And Tolisso pushing into the gap. You can see there, she's got nowhere to break through. The 4-4-2, the 2 CDMs. We win the ball back nice. And then we can push ourselves forward again, looking for that pass in. Risky pass. That's something you have to be careful of, but luckily our opponent did the same back. And now we have ourselves the attack. Got Ben Yedder and Dybala and our right back helping out in the situation here. Play the ball down to Diaby, who unfortunately doesn't beat the man. But again, we've got ourselves the option, keeping that pressure on. Ben Yedder again, pushing forward to Liso. Got Diaby at the bottom. Very unlucky again. We're going to get that ball through in a minute. It keeps leaving that space open. And then when your opponent gets a bit lucky like that, not a problem. Let him celebrate. Let's make our substitutes. And we'll get underway. Not a problem at all. We are going to concede in the situation. You're not going to be flawless every single time. And now our formation has changed and our players have been brought on. So now we can actually play the formation properly, because sometimes it takes that long because the ball didn't even go out of play. It didn't kick in. So as you can see here, moving into our 4-4-2. We intercept with the defender. Mbappe pushing up to our cam. Diaby's pushing through into the gap. Lovely ball. Waiting for the mistake. Not a problem. Just holding the ball up nice and slow. Pass it back if you need to. Don't be scared to go backwards. Mbappe. Ben. He's going to take a shot and very unlucky to score. But not a problem, because our defence is going to move back instantly into defence. Right, now we've got the counter-attack. Our 3 players are pushing forward. 2 strikers pushing forward. Diaby moving into the space. Alone Mbappe. Little dink over to Ben Yedder, and there is our equalising goal. Now our formation is snapped in. You can see we can just hit him on the counter-attack as soon as we lose the ball. Win the ball back again. Got 3 forward. Ben Yedder on the last man. Pull him out the pass, take a shot, and we've got back-to-back goals using the cam, pushing into Ben Yedder with the kickoff, and not a problem again. Instantly taking over and getting the lead. Just had to wait for our thing. And you can see here as we snap it into defensive, our midfielders are just covering the space as we need them to. Let them play it forward. Let them think there's a pass, not a problem. Never drag your centre-backs out. Win the ball back like that. Wait for the attack to set up. So our right back pushes forward to our striker, to our cam. Ben Yedder's through on the last man, but very good defence. But you can see that pass is there every single time. So from the goal kick, here's what you want to do here. You want to play it to this centre-back, to your CDM, to your right centre mid who's you're attacking. Now we've got a choice of the striker, to the cam, to Mbappe. Finds Ben Yedder, who gets the goal. And that is how you attack from goal kick. I do this almost every single time. You go left to your right centre mid who's attacking, into the front 3. Play a little triangles and you get yourself the space. We counter attack, got to our right centre mid. Now we look at our players moving forward. Diaby into Ben Yedder, into Mbappe. Mbappe now can keep going, not a problem. Wait for him to make a mistake. We play it back. And it's a good defence. But as you can see now, it's half-time. We're 3-2 up. Been quite comfortable. A couple mistakes from me. It's quite hard to actually play and describe how to play. But let's move into the second half. So this year, I don't know if you know, you can make 5 subs. So on our bench, I'm having a bit of a problem here, as our opponent has actually quit the game. So we had enough. But I want to explain anyway. You can actually make 5 subs. So say you're in this situation that I was in. Our defence was a little bit leaky at times. I was going to bring on some other players off the bench. Trent was going to come in and some other defenders. Don't be too scared to do that. But there you go. We have got the win. And that is basically the best way to play this sort of situation. If you're not very good at defending, it will help you out massively. If you're not very good at attacking, having 4 attackers every time helps out. It just takes a little bit of time to go through, if that makes sense. The formation to switch is that the first 10 minutes, it didn't switch till the ball went out. But always keep your Mbappe loan on the bench, because he's going to come in second to none. And I hate saying it, but everybody's going to do it. You might as well join him. And we might as well just go from there. So let's see. We got ourselves a base loan icon here for some reason. We'll take a Cruyff. Why not? Thank you. And if we have a look as well, he's going to help with the objectives. If you took the French one, you could have Zidane instead of Mbappe. But have a look at our loan rows, and we've got ourselves Muller. So any questions, comment down below. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting that like button, subscribing. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.